Emmerich keeps bringing us disaster movies. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who keeps giving this guy money to make movies. I mean, it's hard for me to love him. Like, I'll start liking it and then something happens, and that's exactly what happened with Moonfall. I really liked the first hour, and the second hour completely lost me. Jesus Christ. I will say, if anyone was to believe that the moon was falling, it would be Chicken Little. Guys, I'm exhausted. What the hell did I just watch? What's going on, buddy? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. Today we're going to be discussing Moonfall. Now, this is written and directed by Roland Emmerich, and it is starring the likes of Halle Berry, John Bradley, Patrick Wilson, and Michael Pena. Moonfall, well, it's about the world stands now on the brink of annihilation when a mysterious force knocks the moon from its orbit and sends it hurtling towards a collision course with Earth. Only weeks before impact, NASA executive Fowler teams up with a man from her past and a conspiracy theorist for an impossible mission into space to save humanity and the moon. I mean, I'm going crazy from this movie, guys. I have so many thoughts on this damn thing. And I think for this review, I really gotta hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you guys excited for this movie? Do you like Roland Emmerich movies? Let's talk about it down below. As well, if you're new here and you like also just talking movies and TV on a daily basis, this is the right channel for you guys. So make sure, again, to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on content like this over here on a daily basis. But goddamn, let's talk Moonfall. I have not been excited for this movie. I'm not a fan of Roland Emmerich. There are maybe like a handful of movies, if even a handful of movies that I actually like that the guy has directed. I don't know him personally, and I didn't even really care to watch the trailer for this one. I just kind of heard the concept that the moon is falling and then they have to destroy something on the moon to save the moon, and you know, I just kind of felt like Chicken Little in a mix of like Gru from Despicable Me because he wants to steal the moon, and Chicken Little thinks the sky is falling.
Everyone run for cover!
I'm really getting off on a tangent. Moonfall is a movie that it's a movie that borrows from so many other sci-fi elements and other disaster films that we have all seen before and tries to make it this high concept thing at times while also this dumbed down disaster film to just be pure entertainment. And with every movie review, I love talking about film appreciation. So I do want to start with my pros first, and the main thing I gotta say, shout out to the cast here because Halle Berry acts her ass off in this. No matter how bad or stupid the dialogue is, Halle Berry kills it in here. And she is like one of the main reasons to watch this movie. Like, I would recommend seeing this movie for Halle Berry alone, as well as Patrick Wilson, who I just think is such an underrated star. Fantastic in here. And John Bradley, great to see him. Haven't seen him since Game of Thrones. He's also great in here. Pena, Donald Sutherland, Charlie Plummer, and some others are also in here, and they are decently fine. And even though I do like those actors, I just, for me, found that the top main three leads of this were the best parts about it. They actually make this believable. It makes you feel like you understand, and it gives stakes, because I think for me in disaster films, one of my biggest criticisms that a lot of them have is that they just don't have likable characters. Thankfully for this one, what Moonfall really does have going for it is very likable characters that have really good chemistry, and the way that they come together, while stupid, is actually like, you can enjoy it for what it is. And that's where I want to say Moonfall surprisingly had me invested within the first hour of this movie. I was actually quite enjoying the film and shoving popcorn in my face with all the stupid dialogue and having fun of how are they going to stop the moon from coming down on Earth and annihilating humanity. There were elements in there that I was like, this is working. Let's get up there. Let's destroy the moon. That's the first hour of the film. The second they get into space, that's the next half of not even the next half an hour. That's the next hour. And interspliced when they get into space are multiple different subplots. You know, we have the people in space and we have the people down on Earth. And this is where we come down to one of my least favorite things I hate seeing in disaster movies, and that is when they split the parties, split the stories. It keeps the pacing, it drags it out, especially when there are very uninteresting subplots going on. And in particular, again, nothing wrong with the performances. But everything on Earth, there's one thing with Halle Berry's ex-husband that I guess, okay, you could have left that in there. But there's stuff with Patrick Wilson's family, Halle Berry's family as well, and the way that they're trying to survive. Now, I think there's a cool element there that just wasn't executed correctly and actually made the pacing feel long out, especially with the way that they edited it in. There'd be such a serious moment happening on up at the moon, and then they cut away, and I'm like, no, stop. I want to see what's going up there. It's too intense. You're losing my attention. As well as there is one car chase down on Earth. That is one, if it's filmed like one of those car commercials where the car's driving super fast, and it feels like a commercial for Lexus because that's the car they're driving. But the CGI was almost impossible for me to see what was going on at times. That I felt a little bit sick, and I just sat there going, we are in 2022. What is going on? I'm way too ahead of myself because now I'm just diving into like my cons and certain things that piss me off. But again, I can't emphasize enough. I think Moonfall is going to be for a select few, and I think there will be a cult following around this film. I think there's a cult following around Roland Emmerich movies. Like his movies like are not for me. I'm just not the biggest fan of his, but I think if you like disaster movies, you might be able to find something in here that you've seen before and that you can enjoy. It's just for me, what they set up in the beginning was so much more fun than what actually was executed, and I think that's where I kind of do want to get down to my cons, or mostly mixed aspects of it, because again, the movie is not written to be sophisticated Einstein type intelligent stuff. But there's a direction that they take in the second half of the movie that elongates the entire plot of what is going on. It dives into like smart, intelligent, and high life sci-fi that we don't really see in things like this. Like say, like I'm talking like Ex Machina type sci-fi stuff, like that actually makes you start thinking. And again, the dialogue's not great and stuff like that, and it copies very much, like if you've ever played Mass Effect 3, they literally copy almost the ending of that game. In some way, shape, and form, they almost copy it. And did that bother me? Yeah, kind of. I love Mass Effect, so like it was kind of bugging me there. But even though maybe it was just a coincidence, what they're trying to give to me, it started out one way, and I was like, okay, this is cool. Then it dives in more, and I'm like, this is very interesting, but I don't care. I don't care, because the moon's falling. Let's just get that over with, man. That's where it just, again, hurts the pacing of this movie. A movie that was maybe should have been an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, had 20 to 30 minutes more of it because of this. It just sucks because I feel like there was some fun to be had there. And again, I don't even hate that they went in that direction. It just could have been more simplified. You didn't need to expand on it. And don't even get me started with how they kind of tried to set up for a sequel. I mean, if we get a Moonfall 2 or a Moonfall, the Moon Empire Strikes Back, the Moon Strikes Back Again, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, because there's a bunch of other movies that deserve sequels. Like, I'm ranting, and I don't mean to, because, like, for every con that I had with this movie, there was something that, like, I enjoyed. And, like, I enjoyed, like, how stupid it was. I just wanted that stupidity to keep going and not try to be more high sci-fi concept and try to do more with what it needed to be. And I know maybe there will be people who will be like, I like that they did that, and that's awesome. Like, just, what? God, I'm literally losing my mind. Like, this is the most rambled up review that I've done in such a long time, because I don't even know what to really think about the movie. So I'm just gonna start wrapping it all up. Let's Moonfall is a movie. It's a damn disaster movie that the first hour feels like one film, and the second hour feels like kind of the same movie, but they threw so much shit in there that it just absolutely kind of blew my mind away. And I feel like some people will love it, and some people will find it too convoluting. And even for me, like, it's not convoluting, it's just, it felt misplaced in this movie. I think that's like the best word to put it. The three main leads are the reason to see this movie. And I think there are some fun disaster moments in here. There's some fun elements. And if you just need like a turn your brain off type of film to see on a big screen this weekend, Moonfall literally will have your back. Because there are some actually stunning shots when it comes down to disaster movies. And I will give Roland Emmerich that. He knows how to destroy stuff in a really fascinating way. The way that the moon's particles and everything, awesome. Like, all of that is great, and a lot of the visual effects, besides that car scene, were pretty damn awesome. But again, all of the stuff layered in the story was what frustrated me. I understood this was a turn your brain off type of film. Watch, throw popcorn in your face, and have fun. I did that for the first hour, but the second they started introducing all this other shit, it lost me. And that's what sucks. So overall, this is just a complete mixed bag for me. I really enjoyed certain elements, and I really didn't enjoy other elements. So with all that said, I'm going to give Moonfall a C. Probably thought I was going to go a little bit lower, but again, I at least had some fun, so I can't completely shit on the entire movie itself. But guys, the most important part about this is hearing your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. So leave a comment, hit that like and subscribe button as well so we can keep talking movies over here. As well, if you're interested in seeing movies early, head on over to Sandwich on Films. But of course, guys, my name is Zach. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, stay classy.